Picture the scene. A chilly evening in Korea 7 years ago, a small team of dreamers standing in the heart of a shopping mall, hearts pounding with hope and nerves, determined to recruit just 100 early pioneers for a bold idea called Pi Network. They approached strangers with excitement, painting a vision of a global cryptocurrency that everyday people could mine on their phones. By the end of that long day, only 54 people had agreed to join, while 46 politely, or not so politely, turned them down. Now pause and imagine yourself there. Would you have felt defeated, maybe even embarrassed, or would you have seen possibility hiding inside that rejection? At the recent Korea meetup, the founders shared how this very moment, far from a simple setback, became the turning point that shaped everything that followed. They recognized something profound. Words alone, no matter how passionate or persuasive, cannot convince the world. Instead of chasing more conversations and more pitches, they retreated to rethink their strategy, asking themselves hard questions. How do you transform a fragile dream into a movement that millions can trust? Their answer became the Pi White Paper, a document that did more than outline technology. It codified a philosophy. Why did a written plan matter so much? Because a white paper endures. It takes lofty ideas and gives them structure, turning a vision into a blueprint others can study, question, and believe. That single pivot from speaking to documenting became the foundation of Pi's DNA. Execution over persuasion, evidence over rhetoric, structure over hype. The results speak loudly. From those 54 early believers, Pi has grown to more than 60 million pioneers spread across every continent. That leap teaches an unforgettable lesson. Short-term disbelief often hides the seed of long-term breakthroughs. But the founders didn't simply scale numbers. They reimagined what a cryptocurrency community could be. While much of the crypto world spun in a noisy echo chamber, projects hyping coins to insiders, trading on speculation, Pi turned outward, asking how digital currency could serve real people in real daily life. They invested in massive KYC infrastructure, verifying over 14 million users so far, and built a global network of nodes robust enough to handle tens of millions of daily participants. They launched an AI-powered app studio to let even non-technical dreamers create apps and utilities on the network. Think about that. When most of crypto chases fast profits, Pi pours resources into tools and identity systems that create actual value. Doesn't that remind you of the difference between extracting value and creating it? The founders call this philosophy long-termism, and they are candid that it isn't glamorous. Building things that last, apps, identity protocols, a sustainable economy, takes time, money, and patience. Yet they believe it is the only path to meaningful impact. Now the community waits for the next inflection point, the grand open mainnet. Could this moment mirror the release of the first white paper, turning quiet preparation into worldwide recognition? Some already whisper about a potential White Paper 2.0, a bold new manifesto aimed not only at individuals but at governments, corporations, and institutions. Imagine such a document setting global standards for digital identity, decentralized commerce, and financial infrastructure. Could Pi become a reference model for countries seeking inclusive digital economies? It sounds ambitious, but remember, people once thought recruiting a mere 100 pioneers was ambitious too. History shows that what seems unrealistic today can become inevitable tomorrow. This story carries a deeper message for anyone chasing a dream. Rejection is not proof of failure. Sometimes it is the cornerstone of triumph. The Pi founders didn't bury their disappointment, they used it as fuel. They transformed doubt into discipline and skepticism into strategy. They learned that trust is earned not by louder speeches but by consistent delivery and transparent planning. And they remind us that the most transformative innovations are rarely the fastest or flashiest. They grow quietly, steadily, until one day they seem to be everywhere. So ask yourself, when you face your own 46 rejections, will you retreat or will you double down? Will you chase applause, or will you build something so solid that applause eventually chases you? Pi Network's journey suggests that the second path, though harder, is the one that changes the world. And that leaves us with a question worth carrying long after this video ends. When your vision meets resistance, will you write your own white paper and keep building until the world finally sees what you saw all along? At the recent Korea meetup, Pi Network's founders delivered a message wrapped in academic language but sharp in meaning. Much of the cryptocurrency industry still spins inside a self-referential crypto echo chamber, a place where tokens are issued to insiders, traded for speculation, and celebrated for price spikes rather than real utility, a closed loop that creates the illusion of progress while remaining cut off from the wider economy. Many projects rise on hype and disappear just as fast because they offer little more than this illusion. Pi's own origin story shows a deliberate rejection of that path. 7 years ago, the team tried to recruit 100 pioneers in a shopping mall and received 46 flat refusals, a stinging reminder that passion alone cannot persuade. Instead of chasing more pitches, they wrote the Pi white paper, turning a fragile dream into structured, verifiable logic and proving that documentation and execution outlast rhetoric. From that pivot grew an execution-first strategy, mass KYC infrastructure now serving millions, a robust network of nodes, an AI-powered app studio for non-technical creators, and a steadily expanding merchant ecosystem, all built before opening the door to free trading. This sequence reversed the usual crypto formula of exchange first, usefulness later, and became what the founders now call their strategic declaration, breaking the echo chamber. Their aim is to connect the masses through genuine utility, dismantle the non-useful structures of speculative crypto, and integrate blockchain into everyday life, and the evidence already spans more than 60 million pioneers worldwide. The forthcoming Grand Open Mainnet embodies this break with tradition. It is not merely a technical upgrade but a gateway from illusion to reality, linking blockchain to real-world payments, verified identity, and public and private infrastructure, showing that cryptocurrency can be more than a trader's game. Some foresee a future white paper 2.0, a manifesto capable of convincing not only individuals but governments and corporations that Pi could be a global standard for digital identity and decentralized commerce, extending its logic from pioneers to entire nations. The lesson is clear: rejection can be the cornerstone of triumph. A well-crafted plan can outlast any speech, and lasting value comes from patient creation rather than fast extraction. So as Pi prepares to shatter the echo chamber and reshape the digital economy, the challenge turns to you. When your own vision faces skepticism and noise, will you stay inside the comfortable illusion, or will you build something so useful that the real world cannot ignore it?